She's asleep when it starts, her body jolting like someone is shaking her from the inside. At first, it looks like just a bad dream, but then her head twists sharply, and her arm lifts on its own, stiff and unnatural, like something is pulling her out of her own body. You can almost hear the sound of her breath change. Short gasps like she's fighting something invisible pressing down on her chest. Then, out of nowhere, the mattress sinks on one side, like someone sat down next to her. Except there's no one there. She stirs, her eyes flutter, but before she can wake up, her entire body arches violently off the bed. It doesn't look human. It looks like something is controlling her, bending her spine, pulling her upward as if strings were attached to her limbs. The camera shakes because the guy filming can't believe what he's seeing. And just when you think it can't get worse, the sound hits. A deep, low vibration, almost like a growl, echoing from nowhere in the room. She drops back on the bed so hard the frame cracks against the floor. People who've seen this footage claim it's not just sleep paralysis, not just some random nightmare. The timing, the way her body moves, the distortion in the audio, all lines up with classic reports of demonic encounters. And when you slow it down, frame by frame, you catch something in the corner of the room, a figure, blacker than the shadows, standing completely still. The figure in the corner doesn't move at first. It's almost like it's watching, waiting for the perfect moment. The camera picks it up for just a fraction of a second, but it's enough. The shape is tall, its shoulders unnaturally wide, and the head looks crooked, like it's hanging slightly to one side. People analyze the footage frame by frame, swear they can see two faint glimmers where the eyes should be. Meanwhile, she's still on the bed, twisting and jerking in ways a human body isn't supposed to move. Her arms bend backward. Her fingers curl so tight it looks like they might snap. You'd think she'd wake up from the pain, but her face stays completely blank, eyes closed, as if she's trapped somewhere else, like she's locked in a dream and something is keeping her there. Then comes a sound of scratching. Long, slow drags across the wall just above the headboard. The guy filming pans a camera toward the noise, and you can literally see the paint flaking off as her claws are dragging down the surface. When he whips back to her, her body is half off the bed, like she's being pulled toward the floor. He grabs her leg to try and pull her back, but the moment he touches her, he yells. Later, he said it felt like his skin was burning, like an electrical shock shooting up his arm. The footage cuts for a second, then comes back shakier than before. She's now sitting straight up in bed, but her head is tilted at an impossible angle, chin pressed down so far into her chest it looks broken. She starts whispering. The audio is muffled, but you can make out fragments, words that don't sound like English, deep, guttural sounds that seem too low for her voice. That's when the figure in the corner shifts, just slightly, not walking, not gliding, just appearing close in the next frame, like it blinked forward without moving at all. Her body drops flat again, but the whispering doesn't stop. The room grows darker, even though the lights are still on. The guy filming says the air felt heavy, like it was pressing down on him, making it hard to breathe. He's begging her to wake up, shaking her shoulder, but her body is ice cold. Then the bed itself jerks a full foot away from the wall. No one touches it, no one pushes. It just slams into the floor with a force that rattles the camera. The bed doesn't stop there. It begins to slide across the room, inch by inch, like something is deliberately dragging it. The guy behind the camera is whispering now, almost praying under his breath, but you can hear the panic in his voice. He tries to pull her up, but the more he fights to move her, the heavier she gets, like her body is rooted to the mattress. Her lips are still moving, whispering those same guttural words, faster and faster, until it no longer sounds human. Then the lights flicker, first a dim pulse, then complete darkness for half a second before they come back on. And when they do, she's not on the bed anymore. She's standing, perfectly still, her head bowed, her arms hanging at her sides. The strange part is she didn't climb up, didn't roll off. She just appeared upright, like someone lifted her into place. guy filming gasps, and you can hear him stumbling backward, hitting the wall with the camera still recording. That's when her head lifts. Slowly. Her eyes are still shut, but her mouth opens unnaturally wide, jaws stretching far beyond what looks possible. A low, piercing hum fills the room. It doesn't sound like it's coming from her. It sounds like it's coming from everywhere at once. The vibration is so intense that the frame on the wall falls and shatters on the floor. Suddenly, she takes a single step forward. It's stiff, mechanical, almost puppet-like. Then another step. The guy filming pleads with her by name, begging her to wake up, but she doesn't respond. Instead, the dark figure that had been in the corner is no longer there. The camera pans quickly around the room, but it's gone, as if it dissolved into the air. The only thing left is her, slowly walking, with that terrible hum still shaking the walls. Out of nowhere, the camera glitches, static ripping to the audio, but you can still see her faint outline moving closer. The final thing you catch before the footage cuts is a shadow stretching unnaturally across the floor, far larger than her body should allow, twisting and writhing as if it had a mind of its own.